There is a lot of money goes into editing, props, location.
People who would be watching this podcast, I think they would be thinking कि साथ में बैठ के बातें हो गई. They don't know what I got into this.
No, bro, what am I gonna do with 2 t-shirts, bro? I want to pay the rent. Give me the money.
भागेगा तो नहीं.
Your product is shit.
Hello guys, my name is Mridul Gerola, but प्यार से लोग मुझे मनी बुलाते हैं, and I'm an actor and model by profession, and thus my fashion journey goes a long way.
Hi guys, my name is Nandish Sharma and I make fashion content and I started my journey 5 years back.
Hi guys, my name is Deepu and I started my fashion journey 2 years back.
Hi guys, my name is Sarun and I create content around fashion and lifestyle.
Hello, I'm Utkarsh. I'm 24 years old. I hail from Delhi. I am a full-time content creator.
Hi guys, my name is Krish and I create content about fashion with a cinematic touch.
Hi everyone, it's Shivam. I create content related to fashion.
And my first thing over here is how and why did you decide to become an influencer? And let's start with Shivam.
Yeah, sure. I was in doing modeling at around 2017, and at that time I didn't got much exposure on that. I was not finding that opportunities or maybe something I really want to explore something different. So after that I joined corporate part, and I really want to be connected to the fashion field. I really wanted to be in that space. So this is my lockdown hobby actually, but this started in lockdown, and after that I just went into that.
Nice. Krish?
Yeah. So for me, it's not like I am decided to be an influencer. Like I just want to be creative and want to showcase myself on the screen, and that is my inspiration where I started. So I started my content journey from my college time by the help of some of friends. Like they shoot me and I just edit for them. So that is the whole journey, and I keep learning with the time.
Friends are good.
Yeah.
Nice. So Utkarsh, what about you?
So nowadays I feel every second person, if they have some talent, they want to go for content creation. They want to go for becoming something on Instagram. So I have been doing this for other brands. I've been into marketing, and I've been doing it for the past 4 years. So last November I left my full-time job to actually get into this full-time content creation. And I've been always into fashion. I've been always into skincare. I wanted to make cinematic pieces. I wanted to create pieces of content, but this time for myself. So I thought, okay, let's take a bolder step and just get into this. I think this is just working out fine.
Yeah, that's an entrepreneur mindset. Very
Wow.
good. So Tarun?
I was actually forced by my friend to start this. I used to hate people who are on social media, but because I never even knew that this can be like a bad earner for me right now. Like I'm full-time content creator right now, but I didn't know that this can be like a opportunity for me to even earn money, or just have to sustain myself in this field. So yeah, actually one of my friends downloaded Instagram for me, and he was like, just post, because at that time I just used to put efforts into just even if I'm wearing suppose a simple denim, I'll just iron it nicely, just clean it. I used to put efforts into just presenting myself nicely. So my friends were like, hey, why don't you just post it? But I was always against. So during lockdown, I just started as a hobby, and that's what it has taken me to this place. Yeah.
Amazing. I can see there's another one who has been forced by her friends.
Yeah.
And I think we have recently had a friendship day. That's a good one. So do you give something as in?
I actually do. I do try to take them to restaurants, and I share my PRs and gifts, because that particular friend has helped me in the initial, when I didn't see potential in myself, he saw the potential. So I'm very grateful for
That's
that.
very sweet.
Yeah.
Yeah. Deepu?
So when I completed my 12th, and I had one thing in my mind that I need to manage my own expenses. That's the first primary reason for it. But secondly, the one thing that is restricting me is the environment. Okay, so I was around people who are very picky, and very they used to make me feel bad about it. But I was a fashion enthusiast. I like creating I like being fashionable. I want to try many things. Okay, so once I got the environment, I tried fashion. ठीक है? Then luckily it went viral. So that's how I started. And the best thing about it, like I manage my own expenses. That's the best feeling about it. Being a student, this is the primary reason I carry on these things.
I think these days influencers are buying the luxury cars,
Yeah.
not the other ones.
Manifesting it.
Yeah.
Maybe one day I'll buy. BMW.
So
Yeah.
how big the reach was for the first viral reel?
It went around like 8 million. And
That's crazy.
The first, actually, it was the third reel. It was the only third reel of my account. Like it went.
Third reel?
Third reel, yeah.
Yeah.
That thing motivated me a lot. Like, okay, I have potential. I can do this. Maybe I should have dropped it if it didn't went viral. Yeah, like
So
basically.
I think so. It's not about how many number of followers you have. It's
Yeah.
about what kind of a content you are creating.
Yeah,
Correct.
In today's world, context is the new king, not a content. Like what you provide, what the value you provide to your followers. Like what style, basically your personal styling is what matters to a fashion influencer. Like
Sure.
if you follow the trend will go. Like it will not sustain for a long time, obviously. So you should have your personal style, and that's how you sustain in this field. In particular in fashion, because you can create your own audience on it. I think that will follow you. I get a lot of messages from my audience. Like I personally love your style. I feel confident about it when I started following you, and that's the best thing. Like being an
Obviously,
influencer, I can
100%.
basically feel. Yeah.
So Nandish,
So I started from very young age. I was very much interested in in clothing and all, and I wanted to I used to put a lot of thinking, what I want to wear. So and in school in 11th or 12th class, I used to watch a lot of foreign YouTubers who are into fashion and see them talking about fashion and all. And since I was very much interested, I thought that once after my 12th, I want to start my own YouTube channel and talk about fashion, because that's one thing that I can do day and night. So that's what I thought. So I started my own YouTube channel after school, and from there I started creating content on Instagram, and that's how my journey started as a content creator.
and how do you feel now about it? How many years it has been now?
It's been around 6 years, but I have been on and off with the content creation because I'm also doing CA.
But we are all doing something on the other side of our life. It's just we're experimenting. We are following our passion.
Right.
It's good thing that you're coming on the camera and telling other side of your life. That's what your audience wants to know sometimes. So Bridul, what's your take?
So as I mentioned earlier, I'm an actor and model.
Yeah.
But I also studied filmmaking. So I really like to express myself visually, and content creation does give me that. So that's why I'm still not a full-time content creator because my work does affect it as well. But yeah, the visual storytelling aspect is why I like content creation.
So when we were filtering the profiles of the fashion content creators, and the most common things about you all, we felt कि wherever today you are, but we see a big future in you guys in next 4 or 5 years. And I'm damn sure many of you we are one of the top Indian content creators, and this podcast, first edition, will be a landmark for it. People will be playing how guys are talking about it. This is what I feel today.
I hope you're right.
Let's manifest. Yeah, let's manifest. So why did you guys decided to choose fashion space, and is this niche constantly evolving?
So why I chose this field? Because as I said, I love I love clothing. I love to style myself. I love to put in a lot of efforts into deciding what I want to wear. So that's why I thought of that I should, and I can also talk about these things in front of the camera, and I think I can provide value to the people who are watching. So that's why I thought that I can do something in this line. Second thing is it changing or is it evolving? So definitely style is changing every 5 years. So back 5 years ago, we all used to wear skinny jeans, right?
Correct.
And now everyone is wearing baggy jeans, oversized clothing,
Correct.
relaxed clothing. So
But एक challenge with what मेरे को ऐसा लगता है कि if we talk about यार niche में problem मेरे को दिखती थी, and I don't know कि how fashion creators are taking about it, is that कि कहीं ना कहीं मतलब लाइक एक फॉर एग्जांपल शिवम स्टार्टेड विद अ नीश राइट कि मेरा एस्थेटिक्स ऐसा है राइट एंड इट इज ट्रेंडिंग एट दैट पॉइंट ऑफ टाइम ऑन इंस्टाग्राम और स्नैपचैट वेयरएवर एंड इट वर्कड वेल फॉर हिम बट फैशन इज continuously changing right and automatically your viewership or your reach basically I would say will go down as per the algorithm because the trend is not anymore relevant right so I'm sure ki this is a hard thing for the creators and how do you manage this thing matlab like anyone about this
No, I think committing to a particular aesthetic is something different, and nowadays too many content creators are already aware that they don't have to adhere to one particular aesthetic. They can go for a bigger umbrella, bigger niche. Like fashion is it's a very big term. Like it's a bigger
Right.
umbrella. So if you're going for fashion, you can practically experiment with anything.
correct
So it doesn't allow you to actually stick to one thing. And in the case of sticking to one thing, the audience would get bored. They don't want to see only one sort of thing. Someone would be out there who never wants to wear baggy fit in their life. So why would they follow you? They would follow you for something you're providing them. Maybe something in formals, maybe something in ethnic.
but
I
it
actually have a weird, I have to add on that. So there was a time I was just wearing black clothes, like nothing else, no other color, like not even neutrals. And I used to that was my starting point. Like I was just very confident in wearing black, so I was just wearing everything black. So after a point, everyone was like just telling me, even my friends was like, hey, okay, when we see your post or something, we just feel like it's a repetitive thing because
Exactly.
like black, like how much like we can distinguish, okay, I know you're putting efforts, but like it just looks the same.
Yeah.
So not only for that, then they were like, okay, why don't you just take it as a challenge or something? Like, why don't you like just try other colors? So maybe that was like a good point. And I even still now, like I try to like give people variety in the sense of like I don't want to stick to one aesthetic or one genre. Like I want to like diverse myself as much as I can. And I try to do that by just mixing a little bit of lifestyle, a little bit of like skincare, a little bit of like I try to like pick on things like not just to hope on trends, just because I don't want to limit myself to a fashion creator or like a people who just talk about clothes. I just want to like do because there's much more to me. My personality just doesn't. It's just not limited to fashion. So like that's one thing I'm like working on right now to just branch out myself, like not just fashion, but like, a little bit of lifestyle also because I also enjoy it. It's like a little bit of refreshment for the people who are already watching it. Maybe not new people will relate to it, but the people who are already watching or following me, they'll have a little bit of like freshness. Like, okay, this person is also doing this.
So my take on this is this: being an influencer, you should have a mindset like, why to follow trends? Why not to make a trend? Like
Amazing.
That's the best thing an influencer can do. Basically, if you follow a trend, it will get saturated by a trend.
Correct.
So just make a trend then. Like
but that's come from the originality
yeah, that's come from
Yeah,
like
yeah.
you should have that mindset. Like
Correct.
if you are an influencer, you should have that mindset that you have to make people wear your style. Okay, that's what a true influencer is. You're just copying other people. It's just okay. You are copying, or just want to survive your content. But being an influencer, you should have your own style. You should create the content that other people follow. Other originality follow that.
nice
Yeah.
amazing
That's the main thing you can do, and then there's the thing you can survive on it. Like,
I think you should make people follow for you, not for the
not for the-
content you're gonna post. So that like in the longer run, even if you like change your niche and something, then people will still be wanting to see because they are following for you, not for the content you're
Yeah.
posting.
right so I think no matlab, like what I can drive from this conversation is ki maybe trends are changing you have a niche you have an originality in that changing environment of trends as whether it's in fashion or whether it's in the Instagram reels or reach ke liye with the kind of content you're creating that originality should reflect at some point so that's like a designer's like signature style hota hai
yeah.
right they may change with time but that signature style will always be there so that you can recognize this is from Rohit Bal or Manish
Yeah.
Malhotra or Manish Arora
It's like your own branding.
right so that has to be that signature they will not put the brands and
You
all
should
but
add
there's
an
a
X factor in every video.
correct
Yeah, because for a man, there's very limited fashion, right? In particular for a man, but shirt and pants. That's it.
Correct.
That's what all I got. Like, obviously.
so what do you think about pop culture is driving fashion now or is fashion influencing pop culture Shivam
Not specifically any opinion on that.
so I give you a brief idea about it
Yeah.
so like we have this lot of events coming up like live events of concerts like Coldplay and number of things lot of artists coming Green Day and like n number of artists are coming in India, playing live. Do you think are these concerts or maybe OTTs, cinema, series, kind of fashion they are creating, the energy they are creating? Do you think it is because of that people are the fashion is evolving or trends are evolving, or it is more of like the trends has been created, trends are creating around it, and pop culture is getting inspired to that?
I think it's a mix, I believe, because whenever some series come along, like if you I mentioned that the Royals came and the dressing of the Ishan Cutter is just amazing. Most of the people really like to copy that or maybe just inspired by that. So I think it's a mix and match of it. So I believe it.
Mridul, what's your take on this? Should I repeat the question?
No, I got it. So, I mean, I have a feeling it works both ways. Definitely, like a lot of people do get inspired by it. Like, let's take for the latest trend that I was seeing online was that small doll. What is it called? I forgot it.
Labubu.
Like people got crazy about it, right? And like I'm kind of doing something similar right now, but it's like a different version of that. So like you can either take inspiration from it or you can copy it. Like people do both the things, but I have a feeling people are definitely getting inspired by stuff like that. So
I have two things on this.
Yeah.
Two questions. Do you in India, मतलब कॉपी का एक प्रॉब्लम है, लोग कहते हैं कॉपी कर रहे हैं,
हाँ,
बट आप सोचो हम लिखना भी तो कॉपी करके ही सीखे,
हाँ,
करेक्ट?
fair.
हम हर चीज कॉपी करते हैं तभी हम कोई चीज सीखते हैं, फिर उसके बाद हम अपना इवॉल्व करते हैं एंड देन वी क्रिएटेड. सो कहीं ना कहीं एक सेंसिटाइज है ना, मतलब क्या लगता है इस चीज पे?
I mean, I have a feeling copying is not always a very bad thing. So it depends on what level you do it at. Because I have a feeling even like as content creators, हमने कभी ना कभी किसी ना किसी content से inspiration लेके अपना उसका एक version बनाया है.
वही होता हुआ है शायद.
So I feel fashion is also like that.
About copying is very important. Like, you know, so basically, if we are talking about trends, so like you saw someone talking about something on internet, you can take inspiration from it, but also add your touch to it.
Correct.
Be smart about it. Don't be like exact copy paste the same exact thing.
Copying like this can be a first move for everyone.
Yeah,
Yes,
exactly,
that's what I
exactly.
was. Correct.
So copying can be the first move, like when a person is starting a career in this one. So first of all, he can do only the copying thing
Yeah.
before like pursuing his own creativity in the thing, in the reels and all.
मतलब यार हम लोग जब बचपन में होते हैं तो हम
हाँ.
पहले कॉपी करके लिखना सीखते हैं.
Obviously.
देन वी स्टार्ट की हम लोग जो लिखना है फिर हमारे अंदर हम वो लिखते हैं.
Even I started copy. मैंने बहुत सारे creators को देखा, then started कि मैं भी ऐसे बनाता हूँ. It went viral. Then I add some my touch spice on it like that.
Right.
So the best thing if you are a beginner, if you want to do influencing, you should start from copying because that's what went viral for me. Okay.
वैसे वो जो Labubu story is like we talked about. So there is another story like people have started taking it astrological, orthodox side.
Yeah.
It's magical or something like this. It's horror.
For me, it's
Yeah.
I hate it because cursed goody. I was legit demon.
Like I don't know
Like,
why
it's
people are
demonic,
buying
basically.
Labubu dolls.
I mean, that is half of it as well.
Because it's
when
only
you
a
make
trend.
like a big news about it and people just go crazy about it. Like ऐसा नहीं है कि मतलब वो डॉल बहुत ही ज़्यादा यूनिक है किसी वे में and I feeling वो बहुत टाइम से चलती आ रही है वैसी चीज़ें like which you can just attach to your thing. But it just suddenly got famous because of one person and then फिर न्यूज़ में वायरल हो गई ये stories
That's
बन
Was that
गई.
one person?
I really don't remember
Lisa
her
maybe.
name.
Yeah.
Maybe
So
Lisa.
I think this is called marketing. मतलब
हाँ.
this is the way you market,
That's a-
right?
Like great PR.
Correct. So they took a world's best celebrities or the influencers to bag that Labubu on their bags or on the pockets anywhere. And then जो country specific celebrities like in India it was Ananya Pandey or maybe a lot of right. They just saw them and they did them right, and then it became a chain reaction like this, and it got famous. मतलब like a lot of creators just because of that it become a trend. They started doing it.
Yeah.
Exactly. People जो दिखता है वो बिकता है.
जो दिखता है वो बिकता है.
Exactly.
Correct.
कुछ भी
And that's
मैं
how even trends are introduced, right?
Exactly.
Like, if I'm taking an example of Miu Miu, you know, like Miu Miu started this like very for women. They started like low waist skirts.
Right.
That was like a very big. Like people were not ready to accept it, but they showed it too much on the explore page. That at one point people were like, okay, let me just try. Maybe like
Correct.
if that person is looking cool, then maybe I will also look cool the same way. So firstly, like the reaction is like very like nah. The reaction is the first reaction. But after that, people are suddenly like if they're going to see it too much on the explore page or reel section, they will eventually like will give it to it.
It's like someone you want to be wears it, so you want
Yeah,
to wear
yeah,
it.
yeah.
Also in men's fashion, you can experience a lot of men trying women's section clothes. They say it's a trend now. Like earlier, men feel like भाई लड़कियों के कपड़े पहनने से अजीब लगता है. मतलब अब लोग क्रॉप शर्ट्स पहनते हैं, like बहुत सारे trousers खरीदते हैं women's section. Even I bought some trousers from women's section.
Shirts खरीद रहे हैं,
Exactly.
dresses खरीद रहे हैं.
Yeah.
And a lot of things are coming up.
Yeah.
मतलब I can talk
It's
about
all about
gender neutral.
influencing. Yeah, gender
Gender
neutral.
neutral is a next buzzword, I would say.
I think it's a good thing. Basically, with a limited fashion in men's category, you should try like something different. Like that doesn't make you less of a man for me. Yeah.
What cultural trend and moments recently influenced your content or fashion choices the most?
Cultural trends.
Yeah. So I'll elaborate थोड़ा सा इसके अंदर. So basically, like I'm talking about India-specific cultural
Okay.
elements, trends, and it influenced your content. Like coming from a geographically, right? Like culture है आपका यहाँ का अपने India में. India has a diverse culture. At times it happens, right? Into your content. So just
I think Indian clothes have always been very comfortable. They're loose, they're not highly tight, like because of the geography that we have had. Like it gives you a lot of space to breathe, to walk, to do your daily chores. So I personally believe like baggy fit really comes from that, from the comfort. So that could be one go. Secondly, it could be the checks. India has been a heritage for checks since ever. So from the lions to the shorts and everything, we have had checks. Now those checks are coming from big brands. We are getting those checks from the best of the names. They're selling it for 8 times, 10 times the price. And I feel like that is looking good on people because it's costlier and it is trendy now. I really feel like everything that has been in India since ever, people, the bigger brands, they have been copying the same, be it be the patterns, be it be the fall, the fabric, and we all have been accepting it. For me personally, it has been definitely the baggy part, the checks, the overalls, the corsets.
okay. So I'll give you another context around it. Why I'm saying it. So कहीं ना कहीं आप देखना, there are a lot of Indian brands who claim to be a global brand, right? How do you see their future? मतलब like how do you see them as a global brand? Because I sometimes feel being a brand, they're saying that made in India for the world or global, lot of things. We also say it. I will not deny this thing.
Yeah.
अब होता क्या है कि यार we are actually fashion generally evolved from either from the Europe or Korea or Japan. This is what we have recently realized it, and it travels across the globe. And generally these brands are coming from here and coming in India and creating a global trends. Basically, मैं trends पे बात करूँगा. And we Indian brands copy those trends and make outfits out of it. We wear it. We do a lot of content creation. But somewhere from India, like if, for example, Uniqlo is coming. Uniqlo is from Japan, right? So they have their own fashion aesthetic, which they brought it for the global, right? So coming from Japan, bringing their own culture, and they're also doing all global stuffs and all on the other cultures and all. But they have that unique of their country. But India, global brands are not doing that thing, which we felt around it. कि आप भी अगर कोई brand लेके आए हो, and you're talking about being global, so what is that Indian thing you are putting into your brand? I'm not talking about designers. I'm talking about brands, mass premium brands, mass brands.
If I talk about like what they should have put on in their like brand, firstly the Indian culture, like they should have like I've seen a lot of brands, like hundreds of thousands of brands just making oversized t-shirts and pants, and that's the same thing. Like what would I wear basically? If you want to make it a global, you should have give a touch of your own culture basically. Like if you have heard about Gully Labs, it's a sneaker brand.
Yes.
It has a touch in their sneakers basically. I love their sneakers mostly. I buy them, but they have some Indian touch in it. So that's the main thing. You should have some extraordinary thing in your brand. Like if you just make oversized t-shirt pants, and that will get saturated. Obviously, I don't like it. I don't wear that much. Obviously, t-shirts. For me, मैं घर में बनियान में रहता हूँ, मैं नहीं पहनता बेसिकली. तो क्या कुछ एक्स्ट्राऑर्डिनरी कुछ हो तो मैं पहन के भी जाऊँ इसको, या तो मेरे लिए ब्रांड के लिए कुछ अलग यूनिक चीज़ होना बहुत बड़ी चीज़ होती है.
What's your take, Tarun, on this?
I think we already have so many brands having the oversized t-shirts, and we need to stop that, because how many oversized t-shirts in different colors I can buy?
Yeah.
Like this, there has to be an end to it. But at the same time, you also have to understand from a brand POV. If
Yeah.
they're like,
They have to
from
say-
my POV, they're like, if a brand is trying to like reach out to masses, then they'll have to give what masses is like wanting. Like you cannot be like wanting a out of the box design, because those people will not get it only. So as a brand, you'll also have to see ki, like, this is my POV, you know, like that's why like there are a lot of brands, like if I'm gonna take the example of like Breaking Even, you know, that's my favorite brand right now, but they're not being able to reach out to masses because their design is like that much complex that a normal person will not want to wear it on a daily basis. But at the same time, we also like, no one is supporting them right now, like not that much. Like they are obviously getting a lot of praise from the people who appreciate fashion or the detailing, but at the same time they are not like that much famous because they're not catering to the masses.
Correct.
But at the same time, when a brand is catering to masses, then we have questions like, why are you doing simple stuff? Because that's what the people are asking for. You know, if they're gonna do weird out of the box designs, no one will buy them.
Correct.
Because you also understand like a lot of people are not fashion forwarded in India. Like they are very basic people who wear basic things. So as a brand, they'll have to also think that earlier I used to just put the blame on the brand. You know, I'm coming from my personal thing. That is why are these brands not making other things? Why are they just making oversized T-shirts with different colors? But then I also understood from their POV they're doing that because that's selling for them.
Correct.
They want to sell out to masses. They want to like obviously they want to make money at the end. If other designs are gonna sell out, they will make that.
Okay, I have a second take on this. Like, if you're a brand, like if you're thinking just money, then you don't have to worry about like you have to create a community or something. If you're thinking of just money, okay. So what you can do is just add a little touch of spice on your brand. Like if you're making oversized T-shirt, just add a little subtle details or something different. That's how you can evolve with like without getting into losses. Because if you just want to make oversized T-shirt, then why are you worrying about why are not we are not scaling, or we don't have other like we don't have any specialty in our brand. Why are you worrying about
That
it?
again, the prospect of sales comes in.
Yeah.
If there's a brand which is looking very European, people would be fine to pay 4,000 for the same piece. They would not pay 2,000 for an India piece. Same piece.
Exactly. वही मैं बोल रहा हूँ.
I would want to say some things about this. So basically, पहले first of all the cultural aspect we were talking about Indian. So basically वो दो में split होता है मेरे हिसाब से. एक तो हमारे जो silhouettes है, वो पूरे दुनिया से बहुत ज़्यादा अलग है. So our silhouettes like धोती हो गई and stuff like that. Nobody is कुर्ता हो गया, and nobody is really acknowledging कि that has been the start of loose fit. You can call it. मतलब जो baggy fit है इंडिया में पहले से चल रहा है. तो इंडिया का I have a feeling you cannot really just refurbish it and sell it again. ना मतलब अगर हमारे पास पहले से धोती है तो उसको आपको बहुत ज़्यादा अच्छे से बनाना पड़ेगा for people to consider that they want to buy that same thing or not. That is one part, and the second part is we have a lot of different patterns as well. जो हमारे patterns है, हमारे जो मतलब जो से चिकन वर्क बोल लो, मतलब ये दुनिया में बाहर नहीं होता है. ब्लॉक प्रिंटिंग हो गई. So I am feeling that is something now Indians have seen it for so long कि हमें वो यूनिक नहीं लग रहा है.
Value नहीं है.
हाँ.
But people are crazy in West for block printing,
Exactly.
shibori, tie and dye, jacquards, and so I just wanted to tell you something what we did at Dennison. So this is how we differentiate from the other brands. We say from India for global.
Yeah.
Why we say it? We are not just creating a fashion which is coming from Japan or from Europe or from Korea. We are doing that. We are not denying it. But we are also doing a fashion which comes from India. We are the only brand in India today who makes block printing shirts and truly block prints. We do a lot of Indian art prints, like mandala we are coming up with. We are doing a lot of in terms of animal prints. We are doing jacquards. We are doing hand painted shirts. We are doing leaf printing. We are doing hemp, which is coming from Indian origin. We are working on other stuffs also, like you talked about chicken, right? So we are working on such things coming out. I know it's hard to do it, and one big thing like which has become a global trend right now is embroideries.
Yes.
Right, and that too Indian embroideries. We are doing that, and we are the first brand in India, but that's a mass premium. I'm not saying about the designers; they have been doing it for long, but I'm talking about the mass premium brands. That was 2024 February. We launched our embroidery placement designs and inspiring by the Indian art embroideries. This was the first one, and I think it started flowing around Diwali last year, and now it is all flooded with the embroideries, placement prints. So there is a thing. So I always feel that when I'm going to Europe and launching my brand in the West, I have that Indian thing for a brand, which people will come for. And not only this thing, how I merge it. Like you guys were talking about oversize. right? I'm okay with the oversize. Now put that embroideries on the oversize, right? Mix it,
That
right?
can be your
That's how
extra.
you bring global and India together.
Yeah, you have to merge it for sure.
Right. So this is something, and you will not believe this. मैं बहुत सालों से ये सब चीजें कर रहा था, and मुझे नहीं समझ में आ रहा था मैं क्यों कर रहा हूँ. I had a love for these aesthetics, and all of a sudden, it sparked me. Next day I went to Abhijit and I was telling him, yeah, Abhijit, this is how I see my story now. I can see that picture. And I was swimming. During that I realized it.
That's super cool.
Eureka moment.
Yeah. So because it's like a meditation to me. I do it almost 1 hour non-stop. And that 1 hour, my brain goes on to that shunya wala level. That's how it came up. So I feel sometimes good about it because I'm trying to bring something into a fashion from India for global.
Definitely. And I have a feeling people abroad will love it. Like I've actually seen this firsthand as well. They love, like the baggy pants, like the Indian prints because उन्होंने कभी देखे ही नहीं.
देखा ही नहीं है ना.
Yeah.
And they're charging, the designers are charging crazy. मतलब Indian prints arts बनाने के लिए they're charging like $150, $200 from UK. They're asking it. How do you protect your peace, mental space from online negativity and trolls? So, Shivam?
Well, it's hard to do that, but you have to deal with it because if you are like in an online space and you're just putting on your content, negative contents will definitely will appear. So you have to deal with that. So
Okay.
See,
Yeah.
money, that's the best thing. Exactly. When you have money in your account. Like I don't give a shit about people who are just commenting. They are just bored and they don't have any good things to do basically.
And
So-
it's always the faceless profile.
Yeah, it's always the
always
exactly
the
always the
faceless
faceless profile who are judging us. I mean, okay भाई कुछ better कर लाइफ में जाके मेरे को तो पैसे मिल रहे हैं इसलिए मैं कर भी रहा हूँ. मेरे सबसे बड़ी मोटिवेशन तो यही है बिकॉज शायद तू कमेंट कर रहा है तेरे पे नहीं है वो मेरे पे चीज़ है.
सही
तो
बात है.
that's the best motivation for me. Like कि भाई हाँ पैसा आ रहा है कोई बात नहीं करते रहो. मेरी तो engagement बढ़ रही है.
So I have a private account. It's not a fake account. It's a private account.
हाँ.
And whenever I see a troll or any bad comment
Ah.
over there, I go to my private account.
So you
I
like
start
it?
replying to the same, like in a good way. If he's saying that you're XYZ, I'd be like, yeah, you're right. He is XYZ. Then I would see like how that guy would play along the same person whom he was hating on a while ago. So it's fun, it's engaging. Like no one gets
what's
hurt.
the best thing you can do to reduce the hate? Like I have friends, like they are very toxic. कोई भी मुझे hate comment करता है वो उसको भर देते हैं या तो मतलब अपना delete कर देता है comment. Okay, तो मतलब ऐसा सीन है. मैं उनको बोलता हूँ कि that's your job. That's
Friends
your
are
job.
good.
Yeah, friends are good.
And I
तो
have another perspective to it. That a person who feels good about themselves, or a person who has work, is busy with the schedule, they'll never have time to like comment on someone.
Correct.
Like
Yeah.
they will just like
exactly.
scroll. Like it
Correct.
doesn't take 2 seconds to just say if I don't like something, I just scroll. So imagine like you're that free that you're just like okay, like if you're even having a bad day, then you're projecting that to on someone's reel or something. Like you're just wanting a reason to just like have a breakdown. I feel like that's just a breakdown for them. They're just writing something because they feel bad about themselves.
Yeah.
I don't blame them actually. Like, I'm pretty much fine with it. Like had the same content being posted 10 years back, the amount of trolls people get right now would be X 100. It's about education. Like people are getting educated, more aware about things. So it's
Yeah.
just it's a
मेरे को
better
नहीं आता,
place. We
मुझे
should be
नहीं आता
counting
है।
our blessings. It's a good thing.
मुझे समझ में आता है बंदे ऑफिस से आ रहे हैं थक
हाँ,
के आ रहे हैं
yeah.
फ्रस्ट्रेटेड है कहीं तो गुस्सा निकाले कमेंट कर दिया दिख गया एकदम से तो
Sandesh, you are silent on this thing. You have some
He's thinking.
with that memory.
No, I just see and then ignore. I don't give a shit. So I just do that. I just ignore. Sometimes I reply from as he said from another account, from a private account. But mostly I ignore.
I think like it's very weird that we'll have to grow our skin not to react to it. Like imagine like for in the first time when I got hate, I was like okay, like I was just started questioning myself because I was never like aware of the concept of the hate or like people can actually talk shit about it. But like my friends were like, okay, you'll have to be okay about it because you're like posting something. If you're expecting good response, you'll also expect the bad response as well.
Obviously.
But there was just one particular comment I remember. Someone was asking me, "Kiss color ka chaddi pehne ho?" And I was like, "I have the shade of your mom lipstick," and I was so proud of it. I still remember it.
Amazing. I loved it.
I mean,
yeah,
I feel
think
कि if you are getting hate comments, that means you are doing something.
Yeah.
That's the best thing.
जब आप लोग आपको खींचने लगे, बोलने लगे, तो आप कुछ कर रहे हो.
Exactly. तो मैं
And that particular piece of content always goes
But
viral.
yeah.
I'm not gonna lie, sometimes the hate comments are actually so true.
Bad marketing.
I mean, there was a guy who, there was a skincare, I had a skincare reel, तो उसने उस पर कमेंट किया तो इसमें इतना हिलने की क्या बात है? It's correct. I actually shake a lot while I make content. It's actually correct.
It helps you also sometimes. They give you some genuine reviews also.
Oh yeah,
It
actually
helps you.
there was a hate comment. So basically I was having the same type of neck piece. Like I was just having 2 neck piece. And that person was like, her deal में ये पहन रखा है. And that I was like, okay, like there is a criticism in that, and I was taking it nicely. So I literally like that same day I was like, okay, I'll have to like change my accessories game also. Like I'll have to buy more because I was just sticking to those 2 pieces.
Yeah.
So it's actually like,
And you don't realize these things
It happens
are
to me also.
yeah. My friends are always like, bro, you're doing best, you're doing 100%.
Yeah.
So I just-
Because
sometimes, like,
then
have it,
you don't realize.
Sometimes
There was a
also, like,
guy who
good criticism.
commented, clean your fan.
Yeah, that's like
It happens to me
if you
also.
actually put a nice perspective to it, sometimes like it also gives you like a good perspective to it.
I'll tell you a story.
Yeah.
That recently happened.
Yeah.
So there's a content creator. He made a good video, good aesthetic video, and amazing सब कुछ. अब मेरा ना सबसे पहले उस पे नहीं जाता कि what content creator is doing, right? मैं उसकी surroundings देखता हूँ कि what is there. And मेरा सीधा गया कि पीछे जो wall है उसमें पूरा गुटका होता है ना पीटा हुआ है. अब मैंने कहा, इस बंदे को ये नहीं दिख रहा है. भाई ये creative. But my problem is that guy created amazing content, good vibe, aesthetics, music, everything perfect. But why he can't see that पीछे पीके हुई wall पे you're shooting that? But there are small things I think as a
Indian
content
aesthetics.
creators needs to look after it, and we as a fans have a big challenge for it.
Yeah, मेरे साथ भी हुआ था. मैं कंटेंट बना रहा था, मेरे पंखा बहुत गंदा लगा. 3 महीने से तो एक बंदा कमेंट करता है, भाई पंखा साफ कर ले, मैं कर दूं आके. मैंने उसका हाथ जोड़ दिया, मैं नेक्स्ट टाइम से ध्यान रखूंगा.
So I have a question. थोड़ा सा we have to make it a little fast on this question, and it's going to be a hard one now. ठीक है ना? So I don't know how to say about it, but I think you can see a lot of flood in fashion content creators these days. Everyone is becoming a fashion or lifestyle content creator, and it has become a notion कि ये तो सब पैसा मिल रहा है, paid है, everyone is doing, और पैसा दोगे तो आपके बारे में अच्छा बोलेंगे. This is how the content narrative is going around, and because the reason of the establishment of this Denn Club is also one of the reasons. ठीक है? क्योंकि what happens is कि people doesn't understand the hard work behind it while creating a content, and nobody knows it because flood बहुत हो रहा है ना. Nobody values the creation. Everyone is like अगर अच्छा दिख रहा है तो ठीक है, नहीं दिख रहा तो नहीं दिख रहा है. And people are saying ये तो paid है, कोई भी कर लेगा, right? This is how it's scenario goes around. How do you see, guys? मतलब like what's your say on these things?
You
Like,
go to a dermatologist. The
yeah.
dermatologist is going to give you the cream, medication, whatever. According to the deal he would have had with the agency. You go to any doctor, आपको दवा वो देगा जिससे उसकी डील अच्छी होगी एजेंसी से.
Correct.
Same thing in content creation. मतलब we wouldn't give you something that would actually harm you in any way or would not be good enough.
Correct.
But a deal is a deal. I mean, everyone is earning through it.
Obviously.
Amazing. मतलब amazing perspective. मतलब like हमारी कोई जिंदगी लेनी डॉक्टर के पास, हमें पता है कि दवाई वहाँ से लेनी है. तो इसका मतलब ये नहीं है कि उसकी दवाई बेकार है. Nice. Anyone else?
बट नोबडी नोज ना कि एक डॉक्टर ने वो दवाई बताने के लिए कितनी पढ़ाई करी है, वैसे ही
हाँ,
कंटेंट
yeah,
क्रिएटर वो
exactly.
कंटेंट बनाने के लिए कितनी मेहनत कर रहा है.
वो ब्रांड डील मिलने के लिए कितनी मेहनत करी.
Obviously.
वो 1 साल से बना रहा था, उसको उससे सोचा था कि ये ब्रांड कभी आएगा मेरे पे, देन वो आता है.
Obviously.
तो उससे भी तो कमाना है ना पैसा. दैट्स हाउ लाइक
भाई आपको भी तो अपना घर चलाना है.
And you can always style things. No matter what there is, you can style it.
Yeah.
I think some content creators are very like particular about stuff. Like they don't want to promote or something. Like I'm gonna take my example. I don't drink or like smoke, so I'm very particular. I don't take any type of like supplements or something. So I'm very particular. Like I'm not gonna promote no matter how, and no matter how much you're gonna pay me, I will not promote it because that's something as a person I don't consume myself. I don't believe. Like I'm not saying you should not also do it, but it's just that I don't believe in it, so I will also not promote it. Like the
That's
there's
personal
personal life.
collaboration.
Yeah, that's I think it is important also.
Yeah, I mean like then people will be like, okay, you don't consume alcohol yourself and you're promoting it. Like how does that make a sense?
So according to me, this job basically like content creation specifically in the fashion sector is way harder than some other niches I would say, क्योंकि इसमें I'm feeling most fashion creators are so versatile and that is so hard for a normal person to be, I would say, क्योंकि जब आपका एक स्टाइल पे होल्ड तो हर किसी का होता है, because हर किसी की एक पर्सनालिटी है और आप उसके हिसाब से ड्रेस अप करते हो, but with fashion creators like so different, क्योंकि वो baggy fits भी pull off कर पा रहे हैं, वो skinny fits भी pull off कर पा रहे हैं, वो Indian भी pull off कर पा रहे हैं, मतलब they have to pull off literally every outfit and make sure कि वो ऐसे स्टाइल है कि people get impressed. That's not an easy thing to do.
मतलब कितने होते हैं?
हाँ, रीटेक बहुत लगी। मैं स्क्रॉल थ्रू आएगा, हम में से किसी के भी फोन में हम स्क्रॉल करेंगे, इतनी वीडियो होगी, मतलब सेम शॉट पे, बस वो ट्राइपॉड पे है, बार बार रिकॉर्ड करते रहो और
एक चीज मैं बताना चाहता हूँ, then you can continue, कि people doesn't understand इसके पीछे टाइम कितना जाता है, and people have a vision कि तो फ्री में बन गया कंटेंट। Do you have this thing? मतलब मेरे दिमाग में ऐसे 2-3 साल पहले यार वो कंटेंट ना खर्चा ही कितना है, but today I feel it, there is lot of money goes into editing, props, location.
People would be watching this podcast, I think they would be thinking कि साथ में बैठ के बातें हो गई, they don't know what I have gone into this.
और ये experience वाली बात भी आ जाती है. So the thing is, the first time I made my video, it took me, let's say, like 12 hours. But now I can make that same video in 2. But what you have to see is कि I took like 3 years of my life to learn कि अब मेरे को कैसे बनाना है जल्दी. You can't really expect it to happen in the first go.
The one thing happened with me, like if you create transition video, if you have like you have to put your camera static, okay? Basically एक tripod पे रहना चाहिए camera. So I was making a video. तो उसमें क्या हो रहा था कि मुझे एक particular place पे खड़ा होना था. There is a transition, okay? तो what happened, मैंने उसमें कुछ 6 आउटफिट्स थी, तो 5 आउटफिट्स हो गए थे मेरे ट्रांजिशन पे. 6th आउटफिट में बेसिकली हवा चली एंड मेरा ट्राइपॉड इज लाइक वो प्लास्टिक वाला था. इनिशियल स्टेज में आई डोंट हैव अ गुड ट्राइपॉड, ओके, सो ठीक है, तो वो चीज़ मेरा फ़ोन गिर गया एंड वो मेरी 4 घंटे की मेहनत ना इट्स लाइक खत्म, बिकॉज अब ट्रांजिशन करने के लिए वो स्मूथ नहीं रहेगा, अब मैं ऐसे कुछ पोस्ट भी नहीं कर सकता. तो देन उसके 3 दिन मैंने कंटेंट नहीं बनाया, मैंने फेंक दिया, मैंने फ़ोन लेके ट्राइपॉड फेंक दिया, सब कुछ फेंक दिया. इवन तो मैंने अपना कॉलेज स्किप करा था उस दिन, सो दैट बिकॉज ब्रांड की भी डेडलाइन थी एंड सब बहुत सारी चीज़ें आपको मैनेज करनी रहती है एक साथ, ठीक है. तो मैं 2 दिन मेरा दिमाग ख़राब हो गया, मैंने अब मैं नहीं बना रहा, ये मेरे से नहीं होगा. देन फिर तीसरे दिन फिर से बना लिया, लाइक फिर मैंने ध्यान रखा सारी चीज़ें, उसको नीचे कुछ अटैच करके रखा हो तो कि अगली बार ये चीज़ ना हो. तो इट्स वेरी हार्ड बेसिकली. 4-5 घंटे मेरे गए थे उसमें एंड उसके 2 दिन बाद में बैठ गया कि मैं अब नहीं करने वाला ये चीज़.
Over here, just wanted to know again थोड़ा सा ना, like आप लोगों ने how do you guys started your first reel, मतलब कैसे बनाया? I'm sure you guys didn't had anything extra, phone होगा, maybe उसका कैमरा अच्छा नहीं होगा, something like that. I'm damn sure because when you start सब कुछ नहीं होता, but that fire in you must have inspired कि अब बनाना तो है. But like can you tell me कि कैसे बनाया? What was the hardship of the first video?
First video for me,
हाँ, मतलब like कैसा जुगाड़? जो इंडिया कहते हैं, India is about जुगाड़. I'm sure कि first के starting में so people should know कि यार journey कैसे चालू होती है.
I don't have a tripod. ना फर्स्ट में obviously tripod तो होगा नहीं आप पे, तो मैंने बुक्स को अलाइन करा था, देन उस पर रखा हुआ था. एंड लाइटनिंग के लिए व्हाट आई डिड कि मैंने घर में सारे फ़ोन लिए, तीनों के फ्लैश लाइट जलाया एंड खिड़की भी खोल दी, घर का गेट भी खोल दिया. एंड आई वाज सो डम कि फ्लैश लाइट एंड सनलाइट में कितना डिफरेंस होता है, दोनों का कोई मतलब नहीं रहा, बस स्टिल कर लिया सो दैट मैं आई कुड क्रिएट कंटेंट, ठीक है, करा. और सबसे बड़ी दिक्कत होती है कि व्हेन यू हैव बुक्स और डर लगता है कि गिर ना जाए, कुछ ना हो जाए. तो फर्स्ट कंटेंट मैंने ऐसे ही बनाया और फिर मैं कॉलेज में था तो मैंने उसी से आइडियाज़ लेके बनाया कि कॉलेज आउटफिट्स पे बनाते हैं कुछ. So that's what I like how I created my first content, and it turned out to be good. So अच्छा लगा मुझे.
I just had a crazy experience once. कि once a time like there is a trend called metro. कि लोग metro चल रही है तो एकदम से वो zoom in zoom out वाला चल रहा है. And I was coming from a job. तो I was thinking यार मुझे करना है, ये करना है. But how could I? Like metro station पे अकेला मैं खड़ा हूँ, कैसे होएगा? तो what I did just I get like the metro is coming and I'm still figuring out कि यार क्या करूँ. मैंने कहा छोड़ो यार, एक अजनबी को पकड़ा मैंने, स्ट्रेंजर को. मैं कहा भाई बस फ़ोन पकड़े खड़ा हो जा और कुछ नहीं करना. तो बस फ़ोन पकड़े खड़ा हो जा और मुझे उसका भी डर कहीं लेके ना भाग जाए. You know दिल्ली में क्या चीज़ें चल जाती हैं.
Asked a girl, she wouldn't run away.
Like I'm very shy, तो मैंने वो आस्क नहीं करा. और genuinely like लड़कों में ये होता है ना कि वो हेल्पिंग नेचर ज़्यादा होता है कि ब्रदर हेल्प हो गई है.
करेक्ट.
तो मैंने उसको पकड़ाया फ़ोन और एकदम से उसने बस वो खड़ा हो गया और उसने शूट भी ना, पहले तो उसने करा नहीं, उसने बटन ही नहीं दबाया. सेकंड टेक लिया. मैं कहा भाई, फिर मुझे थोड़ा ट्रस्ट हुआ इस पर कि नहीं ये भागेगा तो नहीं ये यहीं रहेगा. तो फिर उसको मैंने थोड़ा अगले मेट्रो आने तक मैंने उसको समझाया. मैं कहा ऐसे ही पकड़ना है, हल्का सा कैमरा आगे आ जाना अगर आ पाओ तो. So that is a struggle for me.
Daily
फिर वो
वैसे लोग
content
कैसे
निकल
मिलते
गया.
हैं?
अच्छा.
वो उसमें मैंने संभाल
Actually, I have a
लिया.
weird story. Okay, so one of my close friend right now, how I met her was, like I was just like in my initial stage, and I was just like taking pictures. Like I just loved taking pictures. So I asked her, like she was going to college, and I asked her, can you please take my picture? And we vibed. Like I don't know how we vibed during that photo shoot, or like she was just taking photos in front of the botanical garden only. And she is still now my friend. She's actually like one of my close friends. That's crazy. Like the close, like whenever I just think about it, like how I met her, I asked her for pictures, and now she's my friend.
Nice experience.
It's a good.
Well, I want to add on this, like, Rakhi is coming, so my sister helped me a lot in my initial days. So I love that because she initially shared her thoughts, like what you have to try and everything. She helped me on this, so I really want to thank her for this.
Yeah.
So Tanmay Bhatt ka, I still remember when the AIB wala scene was hua, and then even he started. So he put out a video, maybe 4, 5, 6 years back. funny बात है. तो उसको भी शूट करना था आई टू आई. तो उसने वही he also did the same thing. उसने बॉक्स के ऊपर या लटका के कैसे किया. That's how he was doing it.
Yeah.
So that's again a way of telling that story. So I think in India, influencers need to understand कि whatever they're doing it, but they have to show the back struggle. People understand कि the content is real.
People relate.
Because इतना flood of content हो गया है, and तो कई बार क्या होता है ना लोग like it's an endorsement also कि आप गलत content भी बना देते हैं या like promoting wrong products, especially with beauty and cure, and with a lot of other things, in supplements, with a lot of things coming up, and they don't see it. So that's the reason कि कहीं ना कहीं एक या दो की वजह से पूरी community को झेलना पड़ता है, right?
Yeah.
I've seen some influencers जिनके before after है
Yeah.
और वो हर
I
प्रोडक्ट
hate
पे
it.
वो सेम बिफोर आफ्टर आ रहा है कि मतलब इस प्रोडक्ट की वजह से हुआ है और वो 10 ब्रांड्स को सेम तो which is kind of unfair I would say
Honestly,
मतलब
like
for
करना भी
people.
पड़ता है because once you have received the product, अब तो हो गया, हमने एग्रीमेंट में आपको करना ही पड़ेगा. That's a brand की गाइडलाइंस ही यही है, आपको बिफोर आफ्टर दिखाना ही दिखाना है.
Brands push you the wrong way sometimes.
फिर आप उन्हें deny भी नहीं कर
Yeah, for
सकते.
the not for the money exactly. Like they would want something organic, they would want UGC, but then they would get the script from ChatGPT. Why?
Exactly, वही ये ऐसे फॉलो करना है, आपको ये दिखाना है, एंड बिफोर आफ्टर तो होना ही होना चाहिए. एक दिन पहले प्रोडक्ट रिसीव हुआ मुझे, मैं बिफोर आफ्टर से कैसे दिखा दूँ?
So yeah, so what do you guys think कि कैसे solve होगा, मतलब like
There
what's the-
are good brands who are actually doing the actual thing. There was a it's Ghar soaps. They reached me out and they asked me to use it for a month and take the snippet in every 15 days. They actually did that with me.
Yeah, that's a good.
So like that's actually I feel like if you give the time bracket to the creators,
Yeah,
it would be a more genuine result.
Yeah, even people are so tired of like, you know, like, so basically brands they want like 30-second ka demo, 50 seconds talking about the brand, but like people are not dumb. They just skip the ad. Like it just looks like an ad, so they'll also have to like have the trust in the influencer or the content creator that if you are reaching out this person, so this person will like integrate this part of your brand organically. But if you're gonna give us ChatGPT script, it's gonna look too bad.
That's okay.
And then it's just like people will not watch it. People will not want to like believe that power also because people are not dumb. They
You
know
can't
what
fool
is the
tier 1
difference.
audience with
That's the reason I avoided like skincare brand. Like मैं अभी भी मेरे को भी ये before after करना पड़ता था because उनकी guidance ऐसी होती है. बट अभी रीजन है मैं इसी वजह से मैं बेसिकली अवॉइड करता हूँ मोस्टली स्किन केयर ब्रांड्स पे भी बहुत ज़्यादा करते हैं. इफ यू आर इन्फ्लुएंसर दे पे यू अ लॉट बिकॉज दे ऑलवेज इन अ प्रॉफिट बिकॉज दे डोंट हैव रिटर्न्स अबाउट देयर प्रोडक्ट्स लाइक इन फैशन दे वी हैव टू रिटर्न वी कैन रिटर्न.
Selling insecurity also, na?
Obviously, if you sell insecurity, you will get
Yeah,
viral.
yeah.
You have dark circles.
Yeah.
Put this cream on your eyes. एक दिन में गायब हो जाएंगे. ऐसे लाइक फेक ट्रस्ट बोलते हैं और कराने के लिए तो थोड़ा अनफेयर सा भी लगता है. एज अ क्रिएटर ही अनफेयर लगता है, तो मैं भी अवॉइड करता हूँ वो चीज़ को कि यार ऐसे तो नहीं कर सकते लाइक. और फिर आपकी ऑडियंस भी आप पे रिलाई करना बंद कर देती है.
So when we're talking about this, I have a question. What is the most important thing that you expect from brands that you collaborate with?
What's that?
Again, I'm repeating. What is the most important thing that you expect from brands that you collaborate with?
I think their vision, like how they want to go with it. Like every brand has different vision for that particular campaign. So I think that's very much important. Like what they are thinking on it. So
Brands आप readers पे dependent रहते हैं भाई. आप vision बना दे दो.
Yeah.
हाँ,
So,
आप हमारा
like,
ये आपके नए product बेचना. I have a product. You create a story around it and give us the. I think sometimes it happens.
See, to be honest, I don't want to sit here. Sometimes, obviously, the vision makes sense, but at the same time, money matters a lot. Okay.
Obviously.
Sometimes, like, see, I'm living alone. My rent is due, and there's no work. If one brand is gonna come to me, I will do anything.
Correct.
Like not to that level. I know I'm just selling a fake product
Like
or something,
money is-
but like I'll try to integrate it. I try to integrate it as much as I can. Like suppose there's a brand, like clothing brand, but I don't like that brand too much. Like I will normally not want to collab with that brand, but if my rent is due and that brand is coming to me, I will do it.
Genuine यार मतलब हर चीज तो
Yeah,
100% नहीं
yeah,
हो सकता.
yeah.
At times it happens.
And for me, the first thing is accountability. Firstly, a lot of influencers face a lot of scams, a lot of delay in their payments,
Yeah,
a lot of
important.
Oh
things.
my god! No one talks about the backstory.
Exactly. They want the content in 2 days.
Yeah.
You have to see
Yeah.
just बना दो. Like समझ में नहीं आता कि कितना ज़्यादा मेहनत लगता है उसको edit करना रहता है. उनको story vision सब चाहिए,
Yeah.
but उनको deadline भी 3 दिन बाद चाहिए. तो how
And the
it's
payment is
possible?
gonna take 30 to
And the
60
payment will take like 60 days.
Yeah.
Firstly, they
30 days,
firstly they will
60
say,
days, 90 days from the
bring us the invoice. Bring us the
Yeah.
invoice. Then 30 after 30 days they will tell the invoice is wrong. Again फिर से दो invoice. फिर वो 30 दिन और लेगा. तो payment ऐसा होता है कि 60 दिन बाद हमको आता है. So this is very unfair.
There's a very big brand. It's gonna be like 2 years. I'm still not received the
Don't say
payment.
the name.
Yeah, I'm not saying the name.
And controversy बन गई.
Another controversy नहीं लेना.
Any Mridul, any take on this?
For me, it's just about trust. I would say कि like if the brand is coming to me, they should trust me enough कि I know what my audience wants to see at least, and they should go with that because the end motive of the brand is that it reaches to the masses, right? अगर जो influencer को आप जिसके पास गए हो, अगर आप उसके पास गए हो, आपको पता है कि वो सही से काम कर रहा है, he knows what he's doing.
Correct.
So if you don't trust them enough, either don't approach them, but if you do approach them,
But you know, sometimes
give them the
I
liberty.
also feel like the brands are just approaching for the engagement part. There are a lot of times when they just want like a lot of people to know about it. So what they do is they pick the
Awareness.
best engagement people, and then they'll have to give them a script. But that applies. Then they just do it for every person. But like you'll also have to make a difference. Okay, if you're reaching out to this person for engagement, then give them script. If you're reaching out to this influencer for the work they're doing, for the content they're providing, then give them the freedom.
Exactly.
You cannot have the same set of rules for every person you're gonna reach out to.
Creator freedom ही नहीं होता.
Yeah.
हमें ऐसा ही चाहिए. भाई
That is the
एक
main
challenge
thing.
मेरे को मेरा भी है मतलब with
Yeah,
creators is, for example, I'm giving you one small thing. See, every brand has a wall.
Yeah.
Instagram, right? Aesthetics है brand का है. The biggest challenge which I feel is the thumbnail. So as a creator, create thumbnail according to your wall. But sometimes it doesn't resonate with the brand.
So the brands mention it.
They should have let us know
Yeah,
prior.
we've had a lot of
we can make a
experience.
different thumbnail. That doesn't
No,
take
once
much
in
time.
the collaboration and all,
Yeah.
then it becomes a challenge.
No,
Okay,
you
yeah.
have to mention it in the prior stage.
Huh, yeah, you mentioned in the
We
mail
have talked
itself.
about it, but they create a challenge around it.
But I-
At times
we
they
just
say,
have
"Hey,
that
we are
to
thumbnail
explain
about."
about.
But I
How do we
think
make a thumbnail?
this can be resolved in initial
Just
conversation.
reach out to us. We'll
Yeah.
do it.
Maybe
This is
I
one
will-
thing that happened. So a brand told me that they need a thumbnail of the product that I made a reel of. But since it was on my feed as well, I needed a thumbnail of me. You know, to
Brand
you know
should also
to
understand
blend with
our
my
part.
my
Aesthetics,
feed. Yeah. So we were discussing about it and we had a little, you know,
Heated argument.
argument. So,
Yeah, it
but that was
happens.
resolved. But this is an issue.
Yes,
That's not a big issue for me.
you can understand how deeply we have involved with the
Exactly.
influencers. So
Yeah.
we give a lot of freedom to influencers to do what they are doing because our agenda has always been here. पहले से ही define करो कि what you're looking forward for. And there's another problem with India with brands is कि I think 30-40% brands doesn't have any vision. They just have to sell the products. They're not selling a story. They're selling the products majorly in India because they are price sensitive and all these things. Influencer, I think there's where the chaos happen.
And there are a lot of brands who just like sell anything in the name of culture. Like, you know, they have picked this one word culture and community, and they're gonna just put these two words on the face and they will want to promote it. No, bro, what am I gonna do with 2 t-shirts, bro? I want to pay the rent, which I'm not gonna buy at all. Like, you want me to make you money, but you're not gonna make me money. How is that like? How is that making a sense?
Yeah.
You should support us. Why should I support you, bro? Support me first.
There was a brand that reached out to me. They were saying it's
And
a
like, we
barter
are a
deal.
big fan of you, and you don't even follow me, bro.
We've been following your content.
Yeah.
There was a brand that reached out to me. They said it's like we are only doing barter. It's a barter collaboration, and the products are amazing. I said, what is it? They said diabetes pills. What do I do with it? What am I supposed to do with it?
The best thing when you look at the request section, you get a brief from the brand. This is the brand. This, and the last is like written in a small letter. Part collab.
No, I will just say very nicely, thank you so much for reaching out. I am not taking any barter collab as for now because I don't want to be rude because at the end, those are not the brand people. They are the people who are sent by the brand.
Obviously, yeah.
So I try to be nice to them, but at the same time, like, no, I'm not going to do it.
Agencies.
Fair enough, yeah.
Yeah.
Right, everyone has to run their houses.
True.
Exactly.
It's not about the houses exactly. It's
Like-
like your effort should be paid.
Yeah.
But
Putting
for
in a
me,
lot of
brand
work
should look
in
at
that.
the creator first. Like, इसको barter कराना है. So like, मतलब at first hand आपको first hand embarrassment होना चाहिए barter में पूछने के लिए.
Correct.
Like if you're a creator above 100K and you are asking for barter, hey,
I still take barter collabs though. It's
Like,
nothing
depends
about
upon
me.
the brand,
Yeah,
obviously.
no, depends on the
Same.
brand.
It also depends like how much time we are putting in.
Yeah.
Nowadays, time is money. You know, if we are putting in, let's say 5 hours in something, then we should be paid for that. We can't just create something and give you. We should be paid for our
Correct.
time that we put in.
So let's change up a little bit of vibe. Let's have some what if.
Okay.
That's fun.
What if?
What if? Okay.
Yes. So my first question, I'll choose. Let me see the question first. So I have this to the recent content creator. What if you had to stay away from your Instagram for 1 month?
I think I'll probably start scrolling on Snapchat. I mean, now I'm an addict. I know I'm an addict. Like, it's content creation is one thing, and I'm an addict of the phone. That's secondary. So I feel like I'll stick to some other platform. Maybe go to YouTube or something for the content.
Yeah.
Okay. And who has been into content creation for more than 5 years?
On and off.
But then, like, you were there, right? So same question is to you also. What if you have to stay with it's been 5 years? Okay, but you have
It's
been on-
easy for me because then I will go to my books.
Oh, I almost forgot. Like, I'm paying my bills through this. No, I
I just
can't.
start studying.
What if you woke up in 2015 with fashion sense? But like, what if you woke up with your 2015 fashion sense? What is the first thing you'll burn?
Skinny jeans.
Justin Bieber.
So I didn't wear skinny jeans at that point.
Today, if you woke up with a 2015 fashion sense
Yeah.
of yours, what will be the first thing you're gonna burn in?
I would burn my jeans.
Say Justin Bieber.
Huh?
Justin Bieber.
Justin Bieber is nice.
You'll burn your shoes.
Yeah.
Shivam, what will
I think skinny jeans.
skinny jeans? I think the pop ho gaya skinny jeans. So
I
like,
say the pop हो गया.
yeah, actually, I also feel it, but I can't show my legs.
I feel कि मुझे ऐसा लगता है कि after 10 years skinny jeans will come in trend.
True, true.
Yeah, probably.
Fashion is very subjective.
Fashion is like
and,
Fashion is like a complete
Yeah.
cycle. So
Yeah,
things
it's a
are
cycle.
great.
Yeah.
Nowadays,
I feel
vintage-
like it's
nowadays
fine that
vintage-
it is gone back when it was gone, because imagine me being 30 wearing skinny jeans. It was fine. No one was minding me when I was 15 wearing skinny
it's
jeans.
just a perspective, यार.
Yeah,
I mean,
yeah.
if it
I think
wasn't
hitting
trend,
off,
तो
yeah.
तुम उसको बहुत अच्छा feel करते यार skinny jeans यार. Like the bag you feel in 2015. I wouldn't go without narrow pants like on.
But I think hitting on everything and hitting on anything is bad, to be honest, because if you see from a wider perspective, things are going to come back. Like, if you're seeing baggy jeans right now, in 2000s or like even before that, people
Yeah.
were wearing baggy denim.
Yes.
And then the skinny jeans came, that people were hating on the baggy denim, and now people are hating on skinny jeans, but it's going to come back again soon.
Right.
I don't
I
hate
have a
skinny
similar-
jeans. I can style it today also, but it's about like people are just very picky कि भाई skinny jeans पहना है तो भाई वैसा भाई आपको तो स्टाइल करना आता हो तो कर सकते हैं. There are a lot of creators who style skinny jeans. Fashion is something not on hitting anything, just making make something special out of it. That's his fashion.
Say, मतलब like, I think it becomes more it's more of a situation based fashion nowadays.
Yeah.
Like when the winters will come, you may wear
I love
a narrow pant or a
Yeah.
skinny pant or on an overcoat or something. But this is what I have seen it. But like in summers you may not wear it because you want to feel relaxed, breathable.
Yeah.
But in winters you want to be cozy, and then you
Yeah.
you may not want that air to come inside you. So people wear, but like it's become more of a situation.
Yeah.
If you are going for an interview, you may want it to look sharp, right? At the same time you're traveling, you want to look relaxed.
Yeah, exactly.
So fashion is evolving in this way.
It is because of
Fashion is-
influencers made skinny jeans.
I've learned from you guys.
Exactly.
Like lot.
So that it is very simple.
So another what if? So what if your followers picked your outfits for a whole month? What would you fear the most? Should I repeat again? What if your followers picked your outfits for a whole month? What would you fear the most?
Except for skinny jeans.
Nice. I'll move to another one. What if your followers could see your screen time? Would you be proud or embarrassed?
I'm working on it.
I would.
Yeah. I'm trying to reduce it to 6 to 7 hours.
Like
It's not happening.
doesn't matter to me
You can
because
see
my screen time some days are like if it's Sunday then the screen time is like सबका ही बड़ा होता है.
Basically, what is the longest screen time you guys had ever?
18 hours.
Huh?
21 hours.
11, 12 is minimum for me.
Yeah.
17
13
hours.
hours.
10 hours.
13, 14. You
Mine
can
is
see my
17
dark
hours.
circles.
13, 14 hours. What about yours?
Like max?
Yeah, max.
Max would have gone 9-10, but on an average it would stay under 6, I would say.
But I think I have a point on this. Like, if I have to make a content, so I have to see that much content, right?
Correct.
So you have to be in that zone to make
Correct.
such content. So I think
Sometimes I
for me it's
नहीं देख रहा मुझे content.
13-14 घंटे के बाद I will also do it. Same thing.
Insecurities भी होने लगती है कभी-कभी आपको. You know, आप देखते रहोगे मेरे पे ये नहीं है मेरे पे
तुम लोग सोते कितना होगा?
Maybe
I have to sleep 6 hours.
Okay, then it's possible.
6 hours.
I need a minimum of 9. So 15 hours में से if I have like a 14-hour screen time, that means like that's just 1 hour of what? Pooping
Bro.
and eating.
You know what? You're sleeping 1/3 of your life if you're sleeping for 9 hours.
Yeah, I'm sleeping 1/3 of my life.
Okay. So I have a say again. Don't you think, guys, in India, undersleep is like celebrated. कि अगर आप कम सो रहे हो, काम ज़्यादा करो, people appreciate you.
yeah.
yeah.
Modi sleeps for 4 hours.
The work culture is fucked.
Even my parents, if I study, like
But
if
I don't
study,
feel, but I don't think it's a good thing.
it's not a good
Sleep
thing.
should be,
Obviously.
like proper 8 hours of sleep should be celebrated.
Yeah.
And we don't celebrate that.
Yeah,
भाई
just-
करेगा या like how can you?
You are just compromising your lifespan basically if you're not sleeping
Sleeping
enough.
is very important for the health. So I feel like you should sleep at least 6 hours. I feel it should be at least 6 hours. If you're sleeping
Depend
under-
upon the
under
age
that,
na.
Yeah, you cannot
at
teach
least
these things
need
to someone our
6 to 8
age.
hours.
The
Depends on the
productivity
age.
would actually get hampered.
You are too much young, then you can work na.
ये चीज सबको पता
Why
होती है but
not?
3 बजे रील सभी देख रहे हैं तो
Instagram knows everything.
Exactly.
Right.
हम इन्फ्लुएंसर्स को बोलते हैं इतना एंगेजिंग कंटेंट बनाओ सो दैट हम ही क्या करें हम खुद के कंटेंट में फंस जाते हैं.
So the last question of this podcast for today is, what are the trends you guys feel would prevail in coming months?
Trends are very uncertain. Na. Like we cannot define ki what is coming.
Yeah, but I'm thinking from a fashion point of view and what kind of trends in terms of reels which you think can prevail. I'm not saying obviously.
According to me, trends will definitely gonna come, but according to me, trends are just not like something that we can make. It's like a sound. Maybe sometimes sound is a trend. Dance section.
So I think one trend that I'm seeing that might come up is showing your feet, like the flip flops, wearing flip flops where your feet are visible. I think that trend is going to come up.
Okay.
That's what I'm seeing. Not in that way, not in that sense. What I'm saying. But you know, the more people will start wearing more flip flops, where your feet are visible. But you know, a lot of time people don't wear flip flops. But this is like that's what I'm thinking. In Birkenstocks, and more like the leather flip flops or
Yeah.
Kolhapuri, those kind of
I
things.
feel like it's maximalism. Like it's
Minimalism.
Minimalism ho gaya. It's like
Yeah,
done.
people are done with that.
People are done with it. People are going towards maximalism, and like I feel more and more layering, more and more
I think
like the way people have matched and pays and contrast, all of that, people are going to reverse it. They're going to go for mismatch. They are going to go for non-contrast wears. So maximalism is something that can be introduced, and that is being introduced to fashion. People are liking it, so that can be a future trend.
I think just to add on that, I think we are going to see less of left trends. People are going for personalities now. You know, people are so tired of the same trends. Just like suppose something is trending right now, after 3 months, no one is going to talk about it. But like people are investing their money and they're so tired of it. So we're going to go for more personality. You know, people want their personality to be shown in the way they're going to dress up or they're going to show themselves. Like people are very tired of trends because in the lockdown, what was happening? People didn't have any job or anything. So they were just doing new trends. They were introducing new trends because they wanted something to be obsessed with. But now when people actually have their jobs, actually have to take care of the money, where it's coming from, where it's going. So people are going to take less participation in the trends and they're going to take more participation in the finding their style, finding their own personal style or finding their own, like sticking to the personality they have. I think people are going to go back to that because right now what is happening is everyone is becoming one. We just see one trend and everyone is just following that and everyone looks the same. People are so tired of it. So now what is happening is people are trying to go back the old ways. Maximalism, mix matching, so that like people look different or they are perceived differently. Like that's my take on it.
I think what's gonna come up is like, a lot of good fashion people like are very uncomfortable a lot of times. Like you know when you are dressing up, style. So I'm feeling nowadays people know the value of comfort as well. So that's something that is integrating into fashion a lot nowadays. So I think that will carry forward for sure.
I have a take on context with sneakers. Like people are more likely to style boots nowadays these days. Like people are not like styling sneakers. They are more going on boots and like sandals and something. That's what I feel like in footwear market, which is more trending in would be more trending in future also.
Indeed. Anything, Shivam?
Not much take on it.
Fine enough. So let's close. I need a closing note from you guys.
Okay.
How do you find this initiative, and how do you feel about how you'll be? But like anything, something which you wanted to talk about your content, and giving a beautiful closing note about it.
So I don't know. I would just say for everybody who's watching this, like you can kind of copy or get influenced by what we guys said, but do keep in mind your own personality and stuff. Like whenever you're talking to creators or just looking at any creator, make sure you do not neglect your own personality through that. That's all I want to say first.
English?
I would say just be yourself and don't try to just for the sake of trend, don't try to follow it. Be self-aware and just try to be comfortable. That's what I want to say.
I would say ki, if you are an influencer or new influencer, see this field, in this field you will get tired sometimes, okay, and it's actually normal. You will feel not to create content anymore, and you won't get any ideas about it like for weeks or for months also. But if you are an influencer, don't quit. Just think about it and like let it happen. It happens to me also. It happens to other creators also. Like sometimes we run out of ideas. It doesn't mean we should quit it. Like I've seen a lot of creators who have good potential, but sometimes they get bored and they quit. Like I feel like it's not good thing to do basically. So if you are an influencer, sometimes it happens. It doesn't mean you don't have any potential or it is not what you think it is.
Consistency is important.
Yeah, consistency is important. Yeah.
You have to be like sometimes a good day,
sometimes bad days. Yeah, and I feel sometimes because ऐसा होता है कि मुझे लगता है कि क्या करूँ समझ नहीं आता कुछ, तो फिर थोड़ा टाइम दो, अपने आप सही हो जाती हैं चीज़ें. Exactly.
I think one piece of advice I want you guys to take if you're watching this is be consistent. No matter you want to be a content creator or not, no matter like what you want to be, just be consistent. Because my dad always says one thing, like if you're consistent, you're 95% there. You know, there are a lot of times when you can be the So you cannot be the smartest one, but you can be the most hardworking one. And it's always gonna pay off. And I am 100% sure that if I'm standing here, I have been the hardworking one, because my dad has always said that like if you're consistent, you're 95% there. So I feel just be consistent no matter what you're doing, and you will get there. Trust me.
Yes, question.
So I feel like this is something the creator, the audience, and the brands, everyone has to understand that it is not the product, it's not the outfit that is the content. The creator is the content, and shifting your focus from that to everything else is always going to bring the downfall. Not as a creator or a brand, as a page, but as an industry maybe, because people would lose the trust. Where would everyone go? So I think that can be my one take and an ending note on this.
So according to me, I think get out of the comfort zone first, okay, and start creating something, because you can copy anything. Copy can be the first mover. You never have to be the first opportunist. You just have to start creating and hit and trial method doing every time, and you will learn a lot.
Yeah, so I think my take on this, be confident in whatever you are creating. Like everything will fall in place once you start creating on it. So I think be confident in what you are creating. Anything you are creating in any space. So just be confident on that. So
First step is needed.
yeah.
Guys, thank you so much. It was amazing to have you all over here.
Thank you.
And the journey started this like almost a month back. Me and Avijit was sitting, and he came up with an idea about a fashion podcast. And then I searched it on YouTube or other internet spaces, and didn't find more than 5 to 6 fashion podcasts. And I was like, yeah, why is it? And another big thing of having such podcasts is to value fashion content creators. Because sometimes I feel that you guys make such a beautiful content so smooth that people didn't realize what kind of a hard work would have gone through it, right? And generally, if you all see the podcasters, either they are talking for the Bollywood celebrities or astrology or cricket, maybe some startup founders who are doing PR and all. This is what it has been happening. But I thought, and Abhijit thought about it, how we should take this further, right? People should also take serious fashion content creators. People should know their struggle, their stories. So I think that was the initiative we took, and we wanted to guys come, and this is the first edition. And I don't have words to say thank you all. How important for us this thing, but I'm happy that we did this thing. And thank you so much.
Thank you so much.
Yeah.
Thank you for having me.
Yeah.